We want to revisit windows and headers here. We've looked at the plan here. We've found that we've got 5 windows in this area here, and then there are 7 windows in the addition area here. They're all the same type window, this type A window. So they're all going to get a similar length header, but the plan calls for a little different header for that. In the first 5 here, we can see that there's a L1 header for each one of those. And the addition here calls for L2 headers. Well, if we look up here at the header schedule, lentil, he's calling them here in this, he's calling for 2 2x10s and an L1. And it's got 2 king studs here. And since these are actually going on exterior walls, generally what we do is we do 2 jacks, 2 kings on each end of the header. And so we're going to just follow that rule. And if we look at the L2, it's a load-bearing wall, but it's carrying one side of a truss, whereas the L1s are not. The trusses are running a different way. So in essence, the L1s here are really going into non-load-bearing areas. In L2, heavier 3 2x12s, 3 king studs here, and again, we'll have 2 jacks on each side. So that's the plan as we are going to work it, and let's look at how we can handle that in the program. We'd already signed some windows earlier, and we're actually, based on what I've just said, we're going to change the first 5 windows here to the L1, which would be 2x10s. So I'm going to change this one here, and I think it's actually assigned to the wrong wall anyway. So I'm going to take I'm looking at an L1. It has 2 2x10s. And since it's an exterior wall, we're going to insulate it. So this is the correct picture right here for that. If I save that, what it does, it removes its assignment to a wall. It puts it under unassigned, and we'll have to reassign it later. So let's go back and go ahead and take care of this one. Double click on that, come down to 210.6F, save that. So we've kind of cleaned up that, and they'll be available for reassignment. But let's take now and come back here and add a new window. We know W05 should be that same thing. Well, let's say W06 here. Go on to the addition. And again, it's a type A windows, or type 1, the only ones we've got. And these were L2 headers. And he went back to the L2 header and look at it. It has 3 2x12s. I'm going to scroll down here, and it's got an F for insulated one, or I've got one here, L for load bearing. And that's what we're going to do on these L2s out here. We're going to make them load bearing and populate the inner space with plywood unless we're told otherwise. So I'll pick that. And again, if these images here, if they didn't exist in the list before, you have to use a graphics program to create these and save them out as JPEGs, which I've already done. And they're available up there. So I'm going to save that. So we have a W06 here at this point. So it automatically goes to unassigned. So we can see it's added that window there to it. Now, let's go back to the walls here. And we need to assign a couple of these somewhere. So I'm going to look at the walls here. And that says GB14. You can expand it if you can't read it. And this other one's 15. So I'm going to put this first one into GB14. And then I'm going to put one of the W06 into GB5. B for 2x6 wall, G for ground floor. So that one, the L2 header goes into GB5 for W06 window. And 1 and 2 will go into GB4 with the L1 header. So let's come back here to walls. Let's go to the 2x6. Let's go to GB4. I believe it was 14. And I'm not sure it hasn't refreshed this, so it's showing up as still being there, but it's really not there. So it's refreshed now. So I'm going to come back to add new and put W01 in there and W02, and those were the two that were in GB14 wall. And what was the other one? GB5, I believe. And I think he's got them set as GB5, 5A. That's only 5 there. And let's put W06 down there. Okay, so at this point, let's see what's happened here. And let's run the window header group. It'll recalculate everything. So we've got 2 windows in this group here that are in wall GB14, W01 and W02. So we've added those. The second group is 1 W06 window in this. It's the same width, but we stud, but see these are 43 inches here on the bond and header. And what were these? 43. So the math has worked out the same here in terms of the header. That's going to be 2 jacks and on each end of this. So that brings us up to 43. So there you go, a little bit more on windows.